every time I get up. So if you would turn to 6 and let's start at 10. Is that okay? Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. What do you have to do? Stand against the wiles of the devil. What do you have to do? Stand against the wiles of the devil. You got to be able to stand.
That's right.
You got to be able to stand. Because, like he said, they are coming against you.
Yeah.
The tricks, the schemes of the enemy.
Yes.
He's subtle. He's cunning.
Yep.
And he could trick you in a minute.
Yep.
That's why he come at our children so quick.
Yep.
Because they're so easy to be tricked.
Amen.
So he says, again in verse 11, put on the whole armor of God. You can't halfway dress like some of us do. We half dress.
Yeah.
Yeah. We dress for man. We dress for how we look to the world. But God says you got to put some armor on. Just your halfway dressing is not going to get it.
Amen.
He says put on the whole armor. You need to underline whole armor. That you may be able to stand against the wiles and the tricks and the schemes of the devil. You got to put the whole armor on. And if you don't know what the whole armor on is, you need to learn that today.
Amen.
See, that's what Sunday school does.
Yeah.
It teaches the kids what the armor is.
Yeah.
It teaches them how to put on the helmet of salvation.
Yeah.
It teaches them how to gird themselves with the girdle of truth and the breastplate of righteousness.
Yes.
Oh, y'all don't hear me up there.
Amen.
Let me settle down. I'm going to talk to y'all this morning.
Let the Holy Spirit have his way.
Verse 11. You got to put it on, y'all.
Yeah.
Somebody say put on the whole armor.
Put on the whole armor.
Yeah. Verse 12. For we wrestle not. Listen, this is why this is so important. For we wrestle not against what? Flesh and blood. See, that's what you got to learn. Your boss not your enemy. He may be coming at you, but he really not your enemy. The devil tricking you and got you looking at your boss and acting all funny.
That's it.
Yeah, your wife, your husband is not even your enemy. You looking at them and say, God, why you won't save him? Why you won't do this? And God looking back at you and say, you got the power.
Amen. Amen.
Good word, Pastor.
Put on the armor of God. So you can stand. Because you ain't fighting a fair fight. You in the blood, you in the flesh, blood and bone body. And it looks like everything is coming at you and it hurt too. Yeah, you feel it. Yeah, mess with your mind, mess with your emotions, have you feeling some type of way. Yeah, see, these attacks on the natural are real, y'all. Yeah, have you looking at folks crazy? Have you in unforgiveness? And all of that's over here in the natural. Because we already know over here, we got to live this life by faith.
Amen.
And if I stay in praying, I got to forgive that person.
Amen.
I can't keep holding it, even if I'm justified in my counting them or charging them for it.
Come on, Pastor. That's right.
I can't. Because I got to keep going back to Ephesians 6 and 12. My fight. Come on, somebody. Say, my fight is not with flesh and blood.
It's not with flesh and blood.
I can't fight my sister. I can't fight my brother. That's why I can stand in your face even when I know you didn't like me and did me wrong. And I can look at you and say, oh, but I love you with the love of Jesus.
Yes.
I could still look at you and say, what can I do for you, sister? What can I do for you, bro? Oh, because I care so much for your soul salvation.
That's it. Good word.
Because I know I ain't fighting you.
Right.
And you know what? You can fight me all you want, but you'll never win against me.
Amen.
Say it, that's it. Amen.
Because I'm more than a conqueror.
Yeah.
I'm already already won.
Yes.
Y'all don't understand who you are.
Yeah.
I've already won.
Yes.
I'm already the head.
That's it.
I'm already above. Whatever you try to do,
That's it.
I'm already there. Because what? I believe I'm there.
Come on.
Thank you, Jesus. I don't go by how I feel. I know what he said.
That's it. That's
So I can rest up and I can take it.
Amen.
Because this is how I fight my battles.
Yes.
This is how I fight my battles.
Yes.
Come on, y'all. I need to take you through this right quick because I need you to see this morning. God is so good. He didn't leave us comfortless. He equipped us to do this thing. He said, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. And then he started describing what we fighting against. He says, we fight against principalities. Things like this, powers. Things like this, the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Now, if you got that kind of fight on your hand, don't you know you need to be running to God? Don't you need to be hiding yourself in the Word all day long? Because you can't everybody see that, right?
Amen.
So right now, we're going to motivate each other today to always fight from victory.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get in your victory standpoint, and you stay there. You know your fight is from a victory standpoint.
That's it.
You fight from the fact that you've already won.
Already won. Already
You
won.
fight, you got to be kind of like Muhammad Ali.
I'll tell you.
Muhammad used to walk out saying, I'm the greatest.
Right.
And even when he lost the championship, he would get in the face of his opponents and he would say, I'm still the heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah.
He don't even have no belt.
That's right.
But he always felt he was the real champion.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Even when he lost
That's right.
in the natural,
Right.
he still would know that he really was the winner. Y'all understand that?
Yes.
How do you fight from victory? It's knowing you're a winner.
You'll win.
You got to know you're a winner. I know I'm a winner. I know where my victory lies. I know if I laid down and shut my eyes today and never woke up, I'd be in the presence of the Lord.
Yes, Lord.
How many know that?
Yes.
That's your victory.
That's my victory.
You know your victory. Thank you, Jesus. Glory to God. So you got to know that you are already the champion. That's what a conqueror is. Someone asked me one day, says, she was under attack in her body so much and just had so many diagnoses and symptoms. She said, well, Pastor Linda, what am I doing wrong that I keep coming under all these attacks? Her family members were attacking her. She ended up having to have surgery, and then she got another diagnosis, just one after the other. She was saying, what am I doing wrong? And I said, baby, you don't have to be done nothing wrong to be under attack in your life. How many know you don't have to be done nothing wrong to come under attack?
That's right.
So my answer was, the day you put on an earth suit, you were subject.
You was something. That's it.
Today you were clothed with skin.
You was something. That's it.
You were subject.
Boy, that's it. That's great. That's
You don't have to be done nothing wrong.
right. That's right. Amen.
Let's turn now to Genesis chapter 1. I want to walk you through a few scriptures so you can be empowered like never before. Chapter 1, verse 26. And God said, let us make man in our image after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Glory be to God. God created you in his image, and he blessed you. Is that what verse 28 said?
Amen.
He blessed them.
Yeah.
So you've been created in the image of God, and you are blessed. Now turn over to Genesis chapter 3. There was something so specific about this man that God put on the earth. And you know the story of man. You know how God created him, and put him on the earth, and then some things started going on. He put him in the garden. I'm not going to read the whole story. We go on to chapter 3 in just a minute. Put him in the garden. Told him to dress it and to keep it, right? Put him in a beautiful place. He said out of that garden ran every river, and it went to the corners of the earth. And in each one of those points, there were specific things that was there, like oil and gold, everything a man would need to live on this earth in a successful, plenteous, prosperous way. God put it there. So that's what the Garden of Eden represents, what we was given and what we should have. Then one day, of course, doing this journey in the garden as they were fellowshipping with God and talking to God, and God was directing them, he also gave them a charge.
That's right.
Told them, look, I don't want you to eat off of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, right? He said, if you eat off the tree, you will die. Is that what he told them? If you eat off the tree, you're going to start experiencing sickness. If you eat off the tree, you're going to start experiencing decay in your body. Right now, your body is blessed because I've given you power to eat off of everything in the garden, even the tree of life, that will cause you to live forever.
Come on.
That has healing in every leaf. But if you eat off the tree of knowledge of good and evil, something is going to happen to you. It won't be the same. He said, the moment you eat off the tree, you're going to be disconnected from me. That's what death means. Y'all know that, right?
Yes.
The moment you take part of the tree, you're going to be disconnected from me. And when you're disconnected from me, you're going to be subject to sickness. You're going to be subject to disease. You're going to be subject to the way life happens.
Come on.
But if you stay over here now, you're going to live. You're going to be blessed. You're going to multiply. And you're going to replenish the earth. And you're going to be able to subdue everything that try to subdue you.
Come on.
But if you do this one thing, you're going to be subject now to the fallen nature of this universe. See, when God came, he put the universe back in order for man.
Yes.
He said, I'm going to put man on the earth, and all I want you to do is praise me. All I want you to do is honor me. All I want you to do is live for me.
That's it.
I'm going to put the earth back in order. I'm going to put the sun in the sky, and I'm going to put the moon in its rightful place. I'm going to put the stars where they belong. And then I'm going to gather you and put you in a place in the earth where you can just praise me.
Yes.
Y'all know that was the intentions of God.
That's what.
He had a purpose for man. He said, I'm going to put you in the garden and you're going to be the object of my love.
Yeah.
Y'all don't understand. He said, I'm going to put you in the garden and you're going to be my peer.
Yes.
You're going to be equal to me because I'm going to make you in my image.
Yes.
I'm just trying to show you what God gave us. He said, you're going to be a man on earth, but you're going to be in my image. You're going to be just like me. You're going to be my Shekinah glory in the earth. You're going to be the express image of who I am
Yes.
in the earth.
Praise you, Jesus.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's right. Everything he told Jesus, that's what he told us too.
That's what he told us. That's it.
Everything he said to Jesus. I'm getting ahead. That's what he said. There's going to be a seed that's coming. Did he say seeds? Or did he say seeds? There's going to be a seed that's going to be a significant thing that's going to signify something through the woman. Is that what he said?
That's right.
Okay, now turn over to Galatians chapter 3. I need you to follow me this morning. Is that okay?
Amen.
Galatians chapter 3. It's good to know the word. Galatians chapter 3. And I'm sorry our internet is down, but if Minister Louise and Sister but we need it fixed now. Pastor Warren says it's okay to go and get it fixed. We just can't let them bury the wire until we get through with the playground. So our internet is down, so we couldn't put the scriptures up. But anyway, you got a Bible, right? Amen, amen.
Amen.
Galatians chapter 3. And I'm going to start at verse 13. Same as in Genesis 3 and 13. Are you there?
Amen.
And Christ has redeemed us
from the curse of the law. Being made a curse for us, for it is written, curses every one that hangeth on a tree, that the blessing of Abraham might come on the Gentiles through Jesus Christ, that we might receive the promise of the Spirit through faith. Brethren, I speak after the manner of men, though it be but a man's covenant. Yet, if it be confirmed, no man disannulleth or addeth thereto. I didn't have time to go and visit all of the scriptures in Genesis where this seed kept coming to pass. Matthew said it best. He said he came down through, somebody help me preach, 42 generations.
Yeah.
You know, I never understood that growing up. I hear the preachers, old preachers in our day preach about the 42 generation. But I never understood the 42 generation. But if you would begin to read the Bible and understand Genesis to Revelation, you would get a glimpse of every generation that Jesus came down through. God began to talk to Noah. Y'all remember that? God found Noah. He looked at the earth one day and he said, man, this earth has gotten so wicked. Now, he already told man it was going to get wicked, right? He already told them their fallen nature, it was going to start identifying itself with them. And then they ate and they did everything they wanted to do. And it says that even the imagination of man's heart and mind was evil continuously. So God says, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to just wipe this earth clean and start again. Wow. He said, I'm going to just wipe it clean and start again. Because if you just look at the desire of God, his desire was, I want a clean and a pure and a holy earth. I want a man that's righteous before me. It was breaking God's heart to see the wickedness of man. To see man going at one another and doing all kinds of evil. But he said, I looked around and I found one man. And he was righteous in his generation. He said, Noah walked with God.
That's right.
Y'all don't understand. Noah walked with God. He was one of those that defied the circumstances of this world.
Come on with it.
And even though he was could have been termed unrighteous and a heathen in his day, God saw him as righteous because he walked with God.
Yes.
I don't have time, but walking with God means what Adam did. Even when he fell, Adam in the garden, and God came into the garden one day, and it said Adam heard him. He said he heard God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. Do you know what he heard? He heard the voice of God. Y'all, even after Adam fell, he still could hear the voice of God. He still could hear the voice of God. I didn't say it.
Yes.
It's in the word. So Noah, out of all this evil in this generation, it said Noah walked with God. And Noah heard the voice of God. My God, my God. And then just because of Noah walking with God, he said, I know what? I'm going to build me an ark. I'm going to give man another chance. I'm going to start from this righteous one. All I needed was one. He said, I'm going to just start from this righteous one. And I'm going to rebuild my earth. Oh, glory to God. He said, I'm going to start right here and I'm going to rebuild my earth. And then he began to rebuild this earth. And he laid out the plan to Noah. And he said, I want you to, Noah had to follow his instructions to the T. And he had to take them all into the ark. And he built the ark. Noah built the ark. They had never even rained on the earth. What Noah know about an ark? How can you listen to God's voice when you don't even understand yourself? How can I start following God as a girl and I never understood the 42 generation? But you can do it because all you need to do is hear the voice of God. I dare you to walk with him. I dare you to walk with him. You can hear the voice of God and you can defy the elements of this earth. You can defy the circumstances in this earth. He began to walk with God. And then they got crazy one more time. His sons began to spread over the earth and they began to build cities and towns and nations. And then they decided to come together and build the Tower of Babel.
He said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to come down myself and I'm going to confound their languages. Because these people are wicked. They don't all listen to me. They're not walking with me. So I'm not going to allow them to do that. That's all happened. And he confounded their languages. Because before it would have been a powerful thing for us to have the ability to pray unto heaven. Y'all don't get me. It would have been a profound thing for them to pray unto heaven.
Yeah.
But God said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to confound the languages. But all on the day of Pentecost.
Yeah.
Acts 2 verse 4. God says, I'm going to put the languages back together. You ain't going to understand it this time in your own mind. Woo! Glory be to God. He said, you ain't going to understand it with your own mind this time. I'm going to mess y'all up real good. This time. When I give you this language from on high. Oh, glory be to God. You're going to know the difference this time.
Yeah.
He said, this time when you pray in the Holy Ghost. When you pray in unknown tongue. Yeah, you can be one. Hallelujah. But you ain't going to understand yourselves. You're not going to understand that you just going to pray mysteries to me. You're going to pray my perfect will. You're going to pray what I want in this earth.
Yes.
So, God went on from the Tower of Babel and the seed. He took Noah's righteous seed, and then he had those 3 sons, and then he took Shem. And from Shem's line came somebody very special, and it came out of that line was Abraham. Right. And Abraham, hallelujah, began to believe God for his own seed. All the time it was God's plan, y'all.
Yes.
Y'all, come on, somebody say it's God's plan. It's God's plan. See, your life is God's plan. Your life is God's plan.
Yes.
Abraham just had to get subject to God. Yeah, Sarah got out of line a little bit, but Ishmael came forth. Y'all got some Ishmaels up in here.
Come on with it, Doc.
Yes.
But it didn't stop the seed. Nothing could stop the seed. But the enemy always want to stop the seed. Yeah, he want to stop the seed. See, you're a seed because I'm getting ahead of myself. I wish I